we are. Y'all know what Tuesday means. It means Zodiac reads. And I don't know about you guys, but the energy today has been just a lot screwed up. I know a lot of people that have had some very weird energy things going on. I also know a lot of people that have had some really weird fucked up days today. So let's see how the rest of your week's gonna go. Yeah. 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 All right. As you guys know, I start with Capricorn now, go around the horn. So those of you guys that are Sagittarius, you guys will be last but not least. Cappies, you ready? Let's get it over with. Cappies are kind of always front row Joes anyway, right? I mean, I am. How about y'all? Okay, Cappies, I don't like that. That was like 3 cards right off the bat. So, yeah, this week has been a little crazy. If you guys didn't know or notice or, okay, Cappies, haven't paid attention to TikTok or anything, there has just been a slew of interesting Mandela effects this week and last week. And it is what it is, am I right? So this week, y'all know I normally do my Warrior Reiki on Thursdays. And I will absolutely be here doing Warrior Reiki on Thursday. However, I won't be doing readings afterwards. I have to get up very early in the morning on Friday and go have an MRI of the noggin. So, yeah. Apparently, I have a bone spur in my neck that is poking into one of my arteries, which apparently is not a good thing. So I have to probably have that fixed. But yeah, so I get to go have an MRI at the butt crack of early on Friday morning. So there will not be reads this Thursday. I almost said Friday. But you do get me for Warrior Reiki, and you do get me for the Bodhiverse on Friday. We are going to talk about time shifts, about the Mandela effect, and we're also going to talk about glitches. You guys want to make sure that you join me on Friday for the Bodhiverse, okay? I'm just saying what I'm saying. So, then Sunday, Warrior Reiki and Bone Reads start at 7 p.m. Central. So, all right, Cappies, ready? You guys start off with Lilith upside down, which is instinct and hunger and drive and animalism, okay? It's upside down. Now, I'm not saying that you Cappies have no instincts, okay? But then you guys have the Holy Mountain. Then you have Revelation. And then you have Exposed. I don't know what I think about this. I kind of want a do-over for this week already. All right, Cappies. So you start off with Lilith. You start off with instinct and animalism and that hunger and that drive kind of being shut off. And I don't know about y'all, but that's exactly how I felt starting out this week. Yeah, I want to get shit done, but at the same time, I could really care less. And that's not like me, so it's really weird. Then you have the Holy Mountain and Revelation, which is unmarked trail. Caps, you're going to find this week in particular is going to be one where you have 2 feelings going on simultaneously. One, you feel completely disconnected from the world and the craziness around you. And 2, you're realizing a whole bunch of things about yourself and your path and feeling amazingly connected at the same time. But you're going to feel amazingly connected to where you are now. So some of you guys have already ascended a little bit. Some of you guys have not. Maybe some of you guys are just babies in ascendance here. And then some of you guys are, Buddha. But you guys are going to really feel this on a deep level this week, Cappies. Now, the Exposed card here at the end. Caps, this weekend is going to be a weekend when you're going to be feeling a little exposed. I would bet this is something physical, because I may know some of you Cappies are a little bit concerned with how you appear to everyone else. So this is going to be something physical, okay? Whether it's you cut your hair wrong, whether it's you change your makeup, you go outside with no makeup, whatever it is. Something physical with the way you look this weekend, Cappies, is going to be a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a change for you, and it's going to make you feel exposed. So, because of, thank you for the gift, love, I looked up just in time, because of the way this holy mountain and this revelation is, this exposed feeling is actually going to be a good thing. And here's why. Because you hit these revelations and this holy mountain feeling first, the exposed aspect is something that you end up just owning. Because I know you Caps, and I know that when you feel exposed, especially when you feel like you're not as perfect to the public as you feel like you should be, you feel super exposed and you feel wrong. This is going to be the week when you get over a lot of these things right here, okay? When you get over a ton of this feeling super exposed. So, it's going to be a very uncomfortably interesting week of growth for you Cappies. Notice I said uncomfortably. But the thing is, I also know you Cappies thrive in being uncomfortable, and you absolutely will use that to push yourself forward. So, Cappies, get ready for an interesting revelation week. And also some exposure with some physical attribute of yourself where you already are. I have a feeling it's something you already protect anyway. Could be how you feel your weight is, could be your teeth, could be your hair, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying, Cappies? You know what I'm saying, right? Right. You know what I'm saying. So, I didn't get my cards out for stones, did I? I just realized that. I'm already a failure. All right, Caps, you ready? Now remember, guys, not always with this deck are there going to be stones. Sometimes it could be a planet that is really ruling what's going on with that sign that week. Cappies, I was having a problem. Okay. I was having a problem getting one to draw. Y'all got the sun. This is the solar plexus. The sun is your Capricorn self. The sun is your main sign, your Capricorn. Embrace your Capricorn this week. When that physical shortcoming pops up and you feel exposed, you fucking embrace it and you turn it to your advantage, Cappies. Because that's what we do, right? Right? All right. So, Cappies, here you go. This is exactly where you need to be this week. You need to embrace your Cappiness. You need to full on be the goat and be the Capricorn. Okay? Alrighty. That would bring me to my Aquarius friends. I tried to adjust my ring earlier and it's just not. So, alright. Now then, my Aquarius friends. Y'all are trying to draw. I don't want to be holding that deck upside down. Y'all are trying to draw too many cards there. So, I know that some of you guys may be realizing there's no music in the background. Well, that would be because YouTube there has decided no matter what I play, it flags it. Just because I apparently have hit the point where my videos are monetized now. So, I don't get to play music now. It is what it is. I mean, I can, but I get a warning email every time now. So it's kind of stupid. So, all right. Aquarius, why is it taking me so long to get cards drawn for y'all? That one hit my thumb. That doesn't count. It hit my thumb and bounced off. Thank you. I appreciate that. Feels a little weird without music, doesn't it? Makes me a little sad. Makes me a little sad. All right. So, Aquariuses. Well, that was pretty easy. All right, then. Okay. Aquariuses. You guys start off with the Lady of Masks, which is reclaiming, but it's also vanity. Okay. Then this card flung out like this, and as you guys have never watched me read before, I always read exactly the way the cards fall, and it fell kind of like this. Yep, upside down and whopper jawed, and this would be the Beloved. This would be the Beloved. Then you have Skywriting, which is the Fate card. Then you have the Memory card. So, my Aquarius friends, this is going to be a week where you guys are going to be a little bit self-absorbed, okay? And I'm not meaning that in a bad way. I know that when I say that, it literally sounds like it's a bad way, but it's not. It's not really that you're being stuck up or anything. You're just in your own head. You're just self-absorbed this week. You have so much mulling around in here that you're not quite sure what to do with it. And so it's just rolling around over and over and over and over. Because of that, I am going to tell you this, Aquariuses. That Beloved card upside down, you're going to be kind of ignoring some of your loved ones. Not on purpose, okay? Not on purpose. But you're going to be kind of ignoring some of your loved ones. And it is going to be a week where they notice it hardcore. You're not going to notice it, but they're going to notice it. And when they notice it, they are going to say something to you after a minute. But it's going to fester a little bit until they finally get mad about it. So just know that when they finally get mad about it and say, hey, you've literally been ignoring me. Like, I don't understand what's going on. The first thing that needs to come out of your mouth, Aquarius, is, I'm so sorry. Like, it's literally nothing you did. I'm just stuck in my own noggin, okay? There's something interesting that's going to be illuminated for you this week, Aquarius. This Fate card right here tells me that there's something that's kind of been rolling around a little bit. Something that you're stuck in your own head with, that you're trying to work through. Does that make sense? That you're trying to work through. The Memory card here tells me that it's a situation from the past that is mirroring something now, or something now is mirroring that situation from the past. Does that make sense? But it's going to have you really, really stuck in your own head this week, Aquarius. It really is. Now, here's the thing. It's just going to be an all-week kind of thing. It really is. It really is. So for those of you guys that have Aquariuses in your life, just know they are going to be stuck in their own head this week a lot. They are going to overthink literally everything. They are probably going to bring up things in the past that you're like, why the hell are you even thinking about that? And they'll probably make these weird comparisons to something now that in your mind, you may not understand why it's the same. But they're seeing such a similarity there that they can't help it. Now, Aquariuses, it is what it is. You just kind of have to embrace it and roll with it at this point, guys, okay? Okay? So here's the thing. And of course, this is a crystal that's kind of hard to find. Y'all ready for your crystal for the week? This is Larimar. And this is for the third eye. Larimar can be a little bit hard to find. So here's what I'm going to say. Kyanite, blue kyanite is going to be the next best thing, and that is pretty easy to find. Blue kyanite and Larimar have very similar properties. Larimar is much harder to find. Sometimes you can find it at different shops, but yes, it will help your third eye. Both of them will also help to calm your emotions, to calm you, etc. Okay? So, Aquarius, you want to make sure that you have one of these two stones with you this week. Okay? So I have a question for you guys too, as we're talking about Mandela effects, as we're talking about things like that. As I draw cards for Pisces, how many of you guys have noticed things about yourself that are different? Maybe you woke up and you were like, why does my face look weird? Maybe you woke up and a tattoo had changed. Maybe you woke up and something else just seemed weird. How many of you guys have noticed that? I'm curious. Okay, Pisces, y'all getting a little crazy here. And they fell like that, so that's how they're going to stay. I find it interesting that a lot of you guys are saying that you woke up and noticed different things about yourself. So I am looking through pictures of myself actually because I noticed a tattoo has changed. And it's a tattoo I did myself. And I'm a little perplexed at what the fuck's going on. So, yeah. Oh, there's people on YouTube. Yep. It's interesting. Pisces, I'm having a problem. There we go. And y'all keep wanting to draw all the cards. So, okay. It's just a Pisces week, I guess. All right, ready? See, there's somebody on YouTube that said they had a tattoo that shifted slightly too. All right, Pisces, you ready? You start off with Abraham, which is truth and justice and duty. And if any of you had Beavis and Butthead in your head just then that went, haha, she said duty, then we are absolutely friends. Just let it happen, okay? Then you guys have the curse. Then you have these two that fell on the floor and both are sideways. The first one is deep task, deep river. This is diving really deep into a task. The next one right here is eyes of the eagle, and it's rising above the fray. And notice they're both sideways. Notice they're both sideways. That means neutral positions. That means overthinking diving into a task and overthinking arguments and fights going on around you. And you can't make this shit up. You guys also have the memory card. So, my Pisces friends, this is going to be a week where you start off feeling like you need to be the one to point out some injustice, you feel a duty to move forward with some things. You feel like you see all the wrong. You see all the wrong. Now, a lot of us see all the wrong lately, but Pisces, it's going to be a week that it almost just glows above everything else. You're going to see eventually, well, I say eventually, probably within the first couple of days, you're going to, thank you, love, you're going to see this as a curse because you feel like no one else around you is seeing all the wrong. You know what I mean? When you start seeing that as a curse, it's going to make you pause. So I would say Thursday into Friday, Pisces, you're going to have this severe pause. Okay? You don't want to do stuff, but you do at the same time. It's like, I do want to start this project at home this weekend, but I don't know if I really do. I do want to, you know, work on my hobby, but I don't at the same time. And then you also have this rise above the fray, which is sideways, which is arguments you normally wouldn't be a part of. You're suddenly like, I think I do want to argue about that today, and vice versa. There's gonna be a lot of overthinking about a lot of things in the past too. Now, unlike Aquarius, it's not going to be mirrored to situations that are happening right now, Pisces. Instead, it's just going to be overthinking all these things. I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that, etc. It's just going to be a very interesting off-kilter energy week for you, Pisces. Okay? Does that make sense? You have energy, but you don't. You want to do things, but you don't. You want to be your normal, outgoing Pisces self, but you don't. Do you see what I mean? Like that. So, now, here's your cards, Pisces. Thank you for the gift, love. First of all, you guys have rose quartz, which is the sacral chakra. Rose quartz is super easy to find. Super easy to find, okay? I recommend keeping it on you, keeping it beside your side of the bed, etc., Pisces, okay? It will help you tremendously this week. The other one can be a little more hard to find, and so I'm going to give you a few ideas as well, just in case. So this is sardonyx, okay? It can be a little harder to find. Some larger shops or shops that specialize in crystals may have some, or maybe you can order it online. May not get here in time for this week though. So, being that this is the solar plexus, being that this is also an earthy grounding stone, anything at all that you guys are drawn to this week that is earth-based colors, browns especially, is going to be good for you, Pisces, okay? So petrified wood, walnut jasper, things like that, those are going to be good stones for you this week, okay? So sacral and solar plexus are going to be key for you guys, Pisces, because you're going to be really overthinking everything this week, okay? Thank you guys for all the gifts. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you for the fireworks. I appreciate that. All right, guys. That brings us to Aries. Yeah? Yeah? So, someone asked if I know a good crystal shop in Tulsa. I haven't really been in many lately. I was in Earth and Soul in Sand Springs not that long ago, and they had some really wonderful pieces that were actually, they were pretty inexpensive, and their selection of jewelry is utterly fantastic. I will say, I may or may not be stockpiling some things and some stuff. Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. So, there we go. Wow, I got tangled up in cards. So, Aries, Aries, Aries. We ready? Ooh, okay, Aries, calm down. Calm down. Okay. All right, ready, Aries? Aries, y'all have the eternal servitor, which is hope and yearning, but it's also this feeling of incompleteness. Then you guys have the arrow. Then you have the authentic self. And I know this is kind of a hard card to see. Then you have battle. And a yawn. Yep. That was one. So, here's the thing, my Aries friends. It's going to be a week where that fire kind of comes out. It's going to be hard for y'all to hold your tongue. It's going to be hard for you to sit back. It's going to be hard for you to pretend to be something you're not. Okay? It's going to be hard for you to keep that mask on. It's going to be hard for you to just grin and bear it. And it is going to be a week where things come out of your mouth before you realize they have come out of your mouth. Okay? Know it's coming. Know it's going to get you in arguments this week, Aries. Okay? So if you guys have an Aries in your life, I'm just letting you know they're going to be ready to box. Verbally, hopefully. Hopefully just verbally. Aries, just verbally. But Aries, it is going to be that week where y'all just, you're not holding back. You are saying your feelings. When something hurts you and something pisses you off, when you see a wrong, it's going to come out of your face before you even realize you've said it. And yeah, you're probably going to want to go and apologize later, but I have a feeling that some of you are going to just hold it and own it. And you're not going to be apologizing. Okay? So here's the thing, Aries. There's just too much energy going on around you right now. The energy this week is weird. It's weird. Okay? You don't really have a stone for the week, but I'm going to recommend some, Aries, okay? Because you have the Earth card, which is grounding. This is also the heart. What I'm going to recommend stone-wise, Aries, is anything at all that helps you ground. Anything at all. Now, there are certain stones that are great for grounding. Petrified wood, wooden bracelets, like wood beads, anything wood will help. Apache tears will also help. They are very protective and they are very grounding. So they will help you tremendously as well, okay? Aries, the thing is, I don't feel like I need to tell you this week that you need to hold it in. I feel like there is a reason that you feel so strongly about these things. I have a feeling there is a reason that whoever is in front of you needs to hear those words. If you guys have an Aries in your life and they kind of go off on you, it's just because it is. It's just because it is. Don't expect them to apologize either. They might, but don't expect them to apologize. Okay? They're going to own it, and they're going to be, I said what I said. Okay? So, there you go. There's a reason you guys are choosing violence this week, Aries. There's a reason. Alrighty. That would bring me to my Tauruses. And one of my mods just popped it up. For those of you guys that don't know, tomorrow morning starts both shamanism and herbalism courses, as well as mentorship, which has been going for a while. If you guys would like to get into any of those classes, you can totally sign up on my website. You do not have to physically attend class. They are recorded. You can watch them at any time. But full herbalism, full shamanism courses do start tomorrow. If you guys order the blue plan, you can get the mentorship and the herbalism and all the extra little classes. It just does not come with the shamanism because that is a very intensive year-long class. Well, Tauruses, be cool if I could get a card. Would be cool if I could get just a card. Y'all keep drawing all these card, Tauruses. All of them. Stubborn Tauruses, yep. Those of you guys that would like to sign up for classes, my website is on my profile, both on YouTube and TikTok. But it is thebluebodie.com. I'm sure one of my mods will throw it up there too here in just a second. Guys, make sure you give my moderators some love. They are utterly fantastical. And I have the best group of mods. I have no idea how I got so lucky. Especially Sunday, those trolls were on their game. Oh, I can't wait to read this card. I don't want y'all to see it. YouTube could see it, so I slid it over a little bit. All right, Tauruses, are you ready? So, oh, Tauruses, you guys have the Exile, which is strategy, but it's also trauma. Then you guys have the Middle World. Then you guys have spiritual narcolepsy. Then you guys have self-interest. So, Tauruses, you guys are taking a little bit from the Cappies and a little bit from the Aquariuses and putting your own little twist on it, of course, with your little bull horns. So, Tauruses, this is going to be a week where your past failures, your past traumas are, it's almost like they're glaringly obvious to you. Nobody else notices them, but you're going to notice them all week long, Tauruses. Because of that, you're going to feel fully stuck right here, right now, grounded in working through some of your own baggage, Tauruses. It's going to be a little bit of a heavy week. Now, the spiritual narcolepsy card is not because you're going to not be your normal spiritual selves, okay? Thank you for the gift, love. But what it means instead is that that's going to kind of take a back burner. You're really, really going to be emotionally and mentally working through some things, okay? In working through some things, I mean these past failures, perceived failures. It is going to be a week where you're a little self-absorbed, but it's not going to be that like ignoring people. It's going to be that self-absorbed where, you know, the people that maybe they have their head in their phone and they walk into a pole or something like that. It's going to be that kind of week, Tauruses. I'm just saying. Okay? So it's not going to be self-absorbed for any kind of underhanded reason. It's just, it's almost like shutting the world out because you're dealing with some of the things from these past failures. So if you guys have a Taurus in your life, just know they're gonna be a little aloof this week. Know that they're working through some shit. It has nothing to do with you. Okay? So just, you know, slide some wine or a beer or some bacon or cookies or whatever toward them and tell them you love them, pat them on the head, pat their butt, whatever they need, and, you know. So, here's your stone for the week, Tauruses. You ready? And it is for the heart chakra. I couldn't wait to say this, and I so hope that you guys saw this video on TikTok. It is agate. It's agate. The cool thing about agate is that agate comes in so many different forms and colors. You guys are going to find an agate that just calls to you this week. Okay? Okay? So one of the ones I always wear is this piece right here. My mom got it sometime back in the 70s before I was born. So I always wear it. But it's a beautiful little piece of turquoisey colored agate that I always wear. I love me some agates. So, anyway, the heart chakra is going to be important, Tauruses, especially working through all the trauma and all the things, okay? So, thank you for the gifts, love. Let me see. That would bring us to the Geminis. Am I right? Yes. Am I right? Yes. Yeah, it's already been a bit of a rough week, hasn't it? Would be nice to get a card. I'll take 2. That'll work. I'll take 2. Okay. If you guys missed your sign, just know that I am streaming live on YouTube. You can go back and rewind it, watch your sign, or if you guys would like to go back later and catch your moon or your rising to see how that's going to affect you, you can absolutely do that as well. Don't forget, I do this every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. I read for the Zodiacs for the week. All the cards, Gemini, really, all the cards. That'll work. That's funny. Okay. So every Tuesday, I read for the Zodiac signs. Every Thursday, I do a full Reiki session. I usually do reads, but I will not be reading this Thursday. And then every Friday, I have the Vodiverse right here. This week, we're going to be talking about time, timelines, shifts, glitches in the matrix. And then on Sunday, I have another full Warrior Reiki session. I do not stream it live on YouTube, only on TikTok, but I do stream the readings after on YouTube. So you guys make sure you join me. Just saying. All right, Geminis. You guys have the Red Shepherd card. So this is just rewards. It's almost like karma in a way, but you know, have the day you deserve kind of karma. Then you had 2 cards come out. You have the Flow and you have the Gatherer. Then you have Closing the Door, which is completion. And then you have Caching, which is stockpiling things. I love you. So, Geminis, it's going to be a week of stockpiling shit. And I have a feeling it's going to be weird shit, because there's going to be things that suddenly you realize, man, I have a stockpile of that and I didn't even realize I did. There's going to be other things where you guys are going to realize you need to go buy all of this or all of that or all of both and then some for no reason. It's also going to be, for some reason, a week where you're going to be stockpiling friends. You're going to be stockpiling family. You're going to be stockpiling enemies. Making lists in your noggin. Okay, these people, these people, these people. You know what I'm saying? Like just stockpiling things. Okay? Yes, exactly. Somebody on YouTube said, Gemini, step away from Prime days. Someone probably needs to take my computer away from me as well. I'm just saying. But there's also going to be a lot this week, Geminis, that are completed. A lot of things with you that are finished, they're completed, that door is closed, and you can let them go and move on. For some of these, it is going to be physical projects. Others, it may be emotions, it may be situations, it may be that you set some hardcore boundaries with people and say, and I'm done, and I'm done. Okay? So, you are going to be stockpiling. You are going to be gathering things. You are going to be really paying attention. Almost hyper-focused on these things, Gemini. Okay? And it is going to be a little out of character for you. I mean, I have a lot of Gemini friends. And a few of them are big shoppers. But even if you are a big shopper, it is going to be out of character for you with the things you're stockpiling, okay? Just know it's coming. So, here is y'all's card for the week. Ready? This is Topaz. It is the throat chakra. Topaz is pretty easy to find. It does come in a few different colors. It's Mystic Fire Topaz is my favorite. That one might be a little harder to find, but I digress. Anyway, topaz is pretty easy to find, okay? If y'all can't find topaz, don't stress about it. This is why I also tell you what chakra it's for. Your throat chakra is going to be important this week, okay, Geminis? Just saying. So, we ready? That would bring me to my Cancer friends. You guys are just joining. I always start with Capricorn and go around the horn. We are halfway through the Zodiac right now. Well, pretty much halfway. No, it's halfway. Cancer is about halfway, yeah? They're also throwing cards at me, but that's okay. If you guys have missed your sign, no big deal. I'm streaming live on YouTube. You can go back and rewind, catch your Zodiac sign, catch your rising, your ascending, how loud my ice maker is, you know, all those things. Whoa, okay then. Okay then. Cancers, y'all have some jumpy ass cars. You had a whole bunch and now I can't get one to jump. Because that's fun. I just want one, Cancers. What's funny is, I know y'all on YouTube can see that card, but I know you guys on TikTok can't. I'll take it. I'll take that one. We're going to take it and run with it before it changes its mind. Alrighty. We ready, Cancers? So, you guys start off with Hades, which is wisdom and quality. It's also inevitability. Then you guys have the Sweat Lodge, and it fell out like this, so I'm holding it like this, which means it's slightly whopper-jawed. I'll explain that in just a minute. Then you guys have the Beloved, which is radical acceptance. And this is why I said it was funny that I couldn't get a card to draw. You guys have Routine, which is sideways. So, Cancers. It's going to be a week where you suddenly hit some interesting self-wisdom. You're going to realize that there are some things in your life that you felt like were not fair at the time. But when you look back, you realize it was exactly what needed to happen at that moment in time. Maybe this is a relationship failing. Maybe this is a job you didn't get. Maybe this is a house you weren't approved for. Something like that. You guys have held it for so long that wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. And this week is going to be the week where you kind of realize it happened exactly how it needed to happen. Exactly how it needed to happen. That's why the Sweat Lodge is like this. Okay? It's not straight up yet. So you guys are not ready to full on jump into the Sweat Lodge and see all the things. You're here. Okay? But that is almost. The other interesting thing about this is that Wednesday, tomorrow, in fact, early tomorrow afternoon, if you're here in the US, is when the full moon starts. So the full moon tomorrow is the buck moon. It's also a super moon. So the buck moon itself is named for when the deer's antlers are at their fullest. But the deer themselves, aside from being full and prosperous, represent peace and they represent inner strength. So, with this realization, these things that weren't quite fair were actually fair. Now you realize they were the right thing that needed to happen. You guys are going to come into a very interesting period of radical acceptance about yourself, Cancers. So for those of you guys that know Cancers, you have Cancers in your life, etc., here's how that read whenever I said that they're going to come into some interesting self-acceptance. They're going to pull into their shell this week. Now, it won't be till probably Friday into Saturday, okay? But they are going to pull into their shell a little bit because they're going to have this, oh, hell moment, okay? For some of them, it'll be good. For some of them, it'll be bad, okay? Now, that's where this comes in, this routine sideways. You are not going to be wanting to go along with your normal routine this weekend, Cancers. You're going to either feel the need to, well, you're going to feel the need to do something completely different. So it will either be getting out and doing all the things, or it will be staying home and not doing anything nor talking to anybody. So for those of you guys that have Cancers in your life, just know this weekend is going to be completely different than their normal routine. Because I don't know about y'all, but I've known a few Cancers, and they tend to either be completely in this routine of the same thing every day, or this crazy, let's do all of these things. You know what I mean? Cancers, you guys have the rose quartz, which is the sacral chakra. You okay, Zeus? You good? Making sure my dog wasn't choking himself on dog food. He's probably wanting me to acknowledge that the situation and the conditions are so terrible here that he has to eat gourmet dog food. I feel like you guys should know that I'm a terrible dog mom because I am making him eat special dog food. And when I say special, it's not even the gross kind of special like from the vet's office. It's like the good kind of special that's nice and soft for his little teeth because he's old and he's missing a lot of teeth. Because when I asked if he was okay, he literally turned around and looked at me like, shut up. So yeah, he's looking at me in the same way now. Just so you know. Just so you know. I love the little shit. I can't help it. He's a mess. But I love him. So, rose quartz, my Cancer friends, is going to be a great one for y'all, okay? Now then, that would bring me to my lucky, lovely Leos, of whom I have two of. Where's all my Leos at? You can't make this shit up. All right, then. So I saw somebody ask why rose quartz would be for the sacral chakra if rose quartz was for love. That's kind of self-explanatory. The sacral chakra is the seat of your emotions. It's also where your love, your intimate powers come from, what makes you feel like a man, feel like a woman, feel like yourself, feel that feminine, masculine power. So rose quartz, of course, coincides with the sacral chakra. Leos. I had to make sure I was putting those back on there right. Yep, you Leos are throwing shit all over here. Right now, I just want one of these cards. These cards are being a little hesitant on some of y'all this week. Or giving me like 9. Somebody said, sorry, we want all the cards. That's exactly right, you Leos. I'm not doing that. You know what? I'm going to pick you because I saw you flip out there. Gotcha. So, Leos, because it took me forever to draw a card out of this damn deck, I'm going to say this right here. Be careful going stone shopping this week because all of these cards tried to come out. Just saying what I'm saying. All right, Leos, here we go. Ready? You guys start off with Hades. Like I said, you can't make this shit up. He is equality. He is wisdom, but he is also inevitability. Then you guys have the Wind. Then you have confidence in your magic. Then you guys have Anomaly. So my Leo friends, it's going to be a week of up and downs for you. Up and downs for you in that you're going to feel like you're an expert in some topics, and then the next day feel like you have no fucking idea what's going on. You're going to feel like everything in the world is going your way, and then suddenly the whole world sucks. It's just going to be a week of flip-flops, of roller coasters, of up and downs. The thing is, though, Leos, even when you have the downturns, this is going to be a week where the confidence you have in your own personal power is utterly fantastic. And I don't mean in a drama-filled, look at me way. It's just this confidence in your own self, and it is fantastical, okay? That anomaly there is something that comes into your life this weekend, Leos, that's going to make you look at things completely differently. Completely differently. Okay? I don't think it's going to quite turn things upside down, but it might. It's going to be an interesting thing that comes up. Okay? Now, this is Argonite. It is for the heart chakra. Sometimes it can be a little tough to find. So here's one that's easy to find just in case you guys can't find Argonite. Adventurine is going to be a good one for this. It is for the heart chakra. It is green. It's beautiful. It coincides with that chakra. So if you guys cannot find Argonite, I highly recommend Adventurine instead. Not Adventurine, Aventurine. My Oklahoma self always wants to go Adventurine, and I know that isn't correct, but it comes out of my face anyway. So, there you go. There you go, Leos. So that would bring me to my Virgos. Where's all my Virgos? So for those of you guys just joining, again, I do this every single Tuesday at 8:30 Central. And every Thursday, I do a full Warrior Reiki session on TikTok. And then I do readings afterwards. I will not be doing them this week, though, as I have an MRI at the butt crack of early on Friday morning. And then every Friday is the Bodiverse. So, this week we're going to be talking about timelines, time shifts, and glitches in the Matrix. We'll also be talking about some Mandela effects. You don't want to miss it. And if you guys do miss it, no big deal. It'll be on YouTube. You guys can go through and listen to the Bodiverse episodes whenever you guys would like. Okay, Virgos, I'm getting a little frustrated with this. It's wanting to pull out chunks, or yeah, nothing. You know what? I'll take two at this point. I will take two. Was a little easier. All right, ready, Virgos? Here we go. you guys have the eternal servitor, which is hope and yearning. You can take them. It's hope and yearning, but also incompleteness. Then you guys have the beloved. Then my second yawn of the evening. Then you guys have limitless possibility and confidence in your own magic. And then you have distance. So, my Virgo friends, let me start with those that have Virgos in their life. Significant others, siblings, parents, children, co-workers. It's gonna be a week where they're kind of on that high horse. And I don't think they mean to come off that way, because it's just the feeling that they have. The universe this week for you Virgos is showing you where your personal power, ooh, somebody's talking about me, my nose itches so bad, where your personal power is through the roof. And you see this just amazing, wide open space of limitless possibility that you have set out in front of you like the yellow brick road. You are also completely full of self-love, and I said it that way, not meaning anything bad. You guys are realizing what a powerful person you are, Virgos. Okay? Those of you guys that have a significant other that's a Virgos, just know they'll probably be a little froggy this week. But at the same time, Virgos, this here, even though you feel completely and amazingly confident in your own personal power and magic, you are going to feel distant from everybody, and you are going to be a little distant from everybody. So it may be that week where you just kind of need to be distant from everybody. Okay? Just go with the flow. If you feel that you need to be distant, Virgos, okay? You feel that you need to be lovey-dovey, okay? Because I have a feeling you're going to be both this week. So those of you guys that have Virgos in your life, just know that you're going to look at them at some point this week and go, I don't know what you're on, but you need to even it out. Okay? So, this right here is one of my favorite stones. It is a labradorite, and it is super easy to find almost anywhere. It flashes blue, that's my favorite. It flashes orange, it flashes lavender. Lavender labradorite is one of the hardest ones to find, and if you can find it, you better buy you some. It's very hard to find. It is absolutely fantabulous. It will make any 80s child heart happy. There's also black labradorite, which is called larkavite. It is labradorite that has more black chunks in it than normal. Labradorite is a fantastic stone to help you along your spiritual path. Virgos, it's going to be a fantastic stone for you this week. This is also the third eye. So that's where you guys also want to focus, okay? There you go. And I have a special little surprise announcement for you guys. You ready? You ready? You ready? In doing some thinking, some looking, some seeing the things that I've got here that I didn't realize I had, we have decided to put together a special Samhain box this year. There will only be a limited amount of them because I only have a limited amount of some of these items. So, for those of you guys that don't know what Samhain is, that would be Halloween. Samhain, as us Okies sometimes say. So, we will be putting together a specialized box, and the closer it gets to September, I will be putting out I will be putting out a video about it. If you guys do not know about the Bodhi boxes, you should look into it. Bodhi boxes are a subscription box. They are $40 a month. You always get some weird things that I have found and picked up somewhere. Some interesting ingredients that I have gathered from around the US. Jewelry, stones, goodies, weird shit. But if you guys haven't signed up for one, as long as you sign up by the 25th of the month, you get your box. They ship out on the 5th of every month. So here's the thing, and here's why I get up. Some of you guys know that I make resin deities and so on. And I will have another auction coming up on them pretty soon. However, I have been putting together some special resin deities because in September, we have an interesting deity Bodhi box. We have decided to put together a deity box for September. So in September, that box in particular will have a unique limited edition hand-poured resin deity in it, as well as some other really cool ass shit that we've already been getting in. We've already been shopping for the September box. Like, that's how excited we are about it. So if you guys have not ordered your Bodhi box yet, you might do it. So for those of you guys that were waiting on Bodhi boxes this month, just know they went out today. We had a shipment of stones that I ordered because they were cool and they got stuck in California for 2 weeks. And I got very angry. And it is what it is. So you guys may have gotten a couple of extra little goodie thingies in there. I'm just saying. So they went out today. All right, guys. Libra lose. Are you ready? I know y'all have been waiting patiently like, shut up. I want to see my cards. Shut up. All right, here you go, Libras. You guys also have the Red Shepherd, which is just rewards. We do offer international shipping now. For those of you guys that have been waiting, I finally got that shit fixed. We do offer international shipping now. Then you guys have the Seer. Then you have Gathering Around, the power of community. And then you have Illusion. So, Libras. This is going to be a week where let me start this way because I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. You know how everybody gets, you get something in your mind, like you think this certain situation has been wrong, or you know what I mean, like you have gotten done wrong in this situation, or this person did you wrong, or maybe the people that you thought were not in your corner actually were. Do you see what I'm saying? That's kind of going to be your week this week, Libras. You guys are going to be looking around going, huh, I didn't think I really had that many friends, but oh my God, I have a fuck ton of friends. I didn't realize I had this much support. You guys are going to find out that by opening up and by letting your pride down a little bit, you guys are going to find there are tons of people around you, Libras, that care about you on a very deep level, and they want to help you. They want to do what's best for you. You're going to see that this illusion of you not having anybody is just that. It was an illusion that your own mind made up. A good kind of wrong, that's right. It is going to open your eyes to the way certain things actually are currently around you, where you may have thought, oh my God, I don't know if I can ever do this again, or blah, 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 blah. You're going to see where that's not the case at all. It's going to be a fantastic week for you, Libras, because when you see some of these things, you're going to go, what? It's going to make you feel very loved. It's going to make you feel very special. It's going to be a week that you look back on and go, man, that was a fantastic week. Now, the energy is a little weird this week, Libras, so it may be the weekend before you fully realize some of this, okay, before you fully see it kind of come to fruition. But just know it is going to be a fantastic week, Libras. It's going to be an utterly fantastic week, okay? So, here's your stone for the week. It's obsidian. It is for the third eye. Obsidian also forms a shield around you. It's going to be a great week, Libras. It's going to be a great week. That makes me happy. I am a Libra rising and a Libra moon. So after that Capricorn reading, I will take that all day long. Alrighty. That would bring me to my Scorpios. Well, I just want one card, Scorpios. I love that all the Libras are like, thank God. All right. There we go. Thank ya. I'm not doing that. That's a little too many. I love this ring, but it always slides around and it's killing me. Thank you guys. If you guys don't follow me on YouTube, make sure that you do. You guys can catch any of my lives there as well. And then some. Okay, come on now, Scorpios. I just need one. Woo! My nose is itching like crazy. Oh, thank you, Rogue One. That one's so sweet. Well, can't make this shit up. All right, Scorpios, you ready? You guys have the Forgotten Adversary, which is a third gone. Or is that fourth? That's third, yeah? That's third. We're going to go with third. Which is sorrow and lost valor. But it is also equality. This is the heart of the sky. Then you also have the power of community and gathering around. And then you have the mischief card, Scorpios. So, Scorpios. The beginning of this week for y'all is going to be one where you just feel all kinds of down and shitty and like the whole world sucks and everybody hates you and you hate everybody. But that is quickly going to shift from I hate everybody to let me just kind of ponder life for a minute. Let me just take a look at how things really are. And in this kind of I hate everybody moment, you're going to really look at the world around you, not the people, the world around you. And when you start to do that, then you're going to see the people around you. You're going to see the people around you that truly care about you, that truly love you, Scorpios, okay? Okay? And when you see that, when you realize that there are a ton of people around you that truly care about you, Scorpios, that's when the mischief comes out. That's when the mischief comes out. It is what it is. If you guys have a Scorpio in your life, I'm just going to let you know right now that this weekend, they're just going to be mischievous. Like, if y'all have leftover fireworks, you might hide them. It's going to be a practical joke weekend for Scorpios. Like, y'all are going to be thinking of the funniest shit to do to people. And granted, it probably is really funny, but kind of go easy on people with your shenanigans, Scorpios. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Or at least video it for the rest of us. One or the other. Like, one or the other, okay? Anyway, Scorpios is going to be a very interesting week for you, where it's going to be a little bit down and then way up toward the weekend, okay? So it is going to be a fantastic weekend for you, Scorpios, just so you know. Now, that makes this card even funnier. Y'all ready? Can't make this shit up. This is obsidian. Obsidian is for protection and forms a shield around you, which you may need if you're playing too many hardcore practical jokes on people, Scorpios. Like, you may actually need a suit of obsidian. I'm just saying what I'm saying. This is also the third eye, okay? So, just saying. Just saying. Scorpios. Y'all ornery shits. That brings us to Sagittarius's. That brings us to Sagittarius's. So. Oh, shit. You can't make this shit up. Gotta have one. There's always one. There's always one. I love me some Scorpios. Oh, Lord. And then the Sagittariuses are gonna throw cards too. All right. Make sure they get put up here the way they landed. Gotcha. Alrighty. Okay. Are we ready, my Sagittarius friends? You guys start off with the matriarch, which is nurturing, but it's also opposition and creation. Then you guys have the hummingbird, which is an interesting mix of energy and delivering messages from here to there. There being not in the physical realm. Then you guys had these cards, and I'm going to have to try to hold them the way they fell out. So you have the sacred contract, which just fell out of my hand. And then you have deep diving into a task. Spirit of the river, moving toward adventure, taking all the things. Then you have the scavenge card. So, Sagittariuses, this is going to be a week where you guys are going to feel this nurturing need over other people. Not in a bad way, not in an overbearing way, but it's just like you're going to feel the need to fix things for people. You're going to feel the need to nurture people, to mom them, to love them. Did you get enough to eat? Do you have on clean underwear? Like, you're going to be that kind of mom this week, okay? I'm just saying. For some of y'all, I know it's going to be out of the norm, because I know you Sagittariuses are usually kind of a little over the top and so on. It is kind of going to be out of the norm. So people are going to go, thank you for the gift, love. People are going to go, what is it you want? And really, it's that you don't want anything. It's just that's the way you feel this week. You just are nurtury-y. It's because there's a few sacred contracts that you are fulfilling in this life, Sagittarius. And this week is one that's going to show you what those are and where they are. So pay very close attention, Sagittarius, because the things and the people that you feel like you need to nurture this week are areas where you have soul contracts and karmic contracts that you have to take care of in this life. So if you catch yourself being very nurturing towards somebody you hate, pay attention to that. Thank you for the gifts, love. That scavenge card tells me it's going to be an interesting weekend for you guys. And it's not so much just, hey, go scavenge some shit. It's going to be a weekend where you guys are going to want to hit garage sales. You guys are going to want to go to Goodwill. You're going to want to go thrift shopping, things like that. And I don't know if that's in the norm for you Sagittariuses or not, but you're going to feel the want to do it this weekend. Pay attention to the things that you find. Pay attention to the things that you're drawn to. So, there you go, Sagittarius says. Have fun this weekend. Have fun this weekend. So, you guys have ruby zoisite, which is a really cool green and ruby stone. You also should pay attention to and work on your sacral chakra. Okay? Now, my Sagittarius friends, I think that is, it's going to be an important week for you. Even though it may not have sounded like it, it is going to be an important week for you. Because you guys are going to see where you have some karmic bonds and some karmic contracts that you really need to be paying attention. Okay? You really need to be paying attention to what it is you're drawn to nurture in and around other people. Okay? That being said, it is going to be a very interesting week, guys. The energy is weird. I almost said interesting again. The energy is weird. And for some signs, it's going to affect you more deeply than others. So, it's what it is. Don't forget, guys, that tomorrow, shamanism and herbalism start. For those of you guys that are in my mentorship course, I will not be live filming in the morning. I have to take my son to the ear, nose, and throat doctor to get checked up on. So, there will be no mentorship class in the morning. I will see you guys next week. But I have uploaded a ton of videos, and we'll upload more this weekend for you guys. And, but I will be there for shamanism and herbalism in the morning. If you guys would like to get in on any of that, all you got to do is hit my website. If you want to order a Bodhi box, as long as you do it by the 25th, you will get one on the 5th. So if you guys are wanting a September box, the deity box, you need to place your order as soon as you can. You definitely want to place it before the 25th of August, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and close out here on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.